All right, so when your cloud infrastructure hits a snag, you need more than just a tool, you need a detective. Today, we're cracking open the case file on Azure Network Watcher. Think of it as your go-to investigator for everything happening inside your Azure network.
We've all been there, right? You get that dreaded call. The app is down, users are getting antsy, and the pressure is officially on. You're basically fumbling in the dark, looking for clues. Is it some misconfigured security group that's blocking traffic? Maybe a bad route sending your packets into a black hole? The list of suspects just feels endless. Well, this is the exact kind of mystery that Azure Network Watcher was built to solve. It's not just one tool, it's a whole suite of them designed for your core infrastructure, your VMs, your virtual networks, the whole shebang. And you know, the best part? It's automatically enabled the second you create a virtual network. It's just there, ready to start the investigation.
So, first things first, every good investigation starts with a bit of surveillance, right? You gotta monitor the scene. Network Watcher's tools give you that bird's eye view you need to really understand the entire landscape. Your primary surveillance kit really boils down to two key tools, topology and connection monitor. A good way to think about it is topology is your network blueprint, and connection monitor, that's your live security feed. Let's dig into how they actually work. Topology solves one of the most basic but crucial needs, just seeing the big picture. It gives you this dynamic visual map of your entire network. We're talking all your VNets, subnets, VMs, and exactly how they're all interconnected, even if they're in different subscriptions. It's like having a blueprint of your environment that's always up to date, letting you spot how things are connected and where problems might be hiding at a single glance. So, while topology gives you that static map, Connection Monitor is your 24/7 surveillance camera. It's constantly running, giving you end-to-end connection monitoring between pretty much any 2 points, whether they're both in Azure or even in a hybrid setup. And this isn't just a one-time checkup. It tracks performance over time, so you can see trends in things like latency and packet loss long before they turn into major outages. Okay, let's move on. When your surveillance flags an issue, it's time to switch gears and do some forensic analysis. This is where Network Watcher's diagnostic tools come in. They let you zero in and interrogate specific parts of your network to find the exact root cause. And your diagnostic toolkit here is seriously deep. You've got tools to verify if packets can even get through, diagnose security rules, check routing paths, run on-the-spot connection tests, and even capture the raw packets themselves. This is how you find the smoking gun. You know, one of the most powerful tools here is IP Flow Verify, and its real beauty is in its simplicity. Say you think a firewall rule is blocking traffic to a VM. You just pick that machine, plug in the details of the packet, and hit run. And then bam, it comes back with a super clear verdict, allowed or denied. And it even points to the exact security rule that made the call. Talk about case closed. Now, it's really important to get the difference between two tools that sound alike. Connection Monitor, the one we saw earlier, is your ongoing 24/7 surveillance. It's always watching. Connection Troubleshoot, on the other hand, is your on-the-spot investigation. It does a single point-in-time check to test connectivity right now. So think of it this way. The monitor tells you how things have been performing, while Troubleshoot tells you what's happening this very second. All right, part 3, analyzing the traffic. A detective is only as good as their evidence, right? To get the full picture, you have to analyze the actual traffic flowing through your network. That's how you spot patterns, threats, and weird anomalies. The two key tools for this job are flow logs, which capture all the raw data about your IP traffic, and then traffic analytics, which takes all that raw data and turns it into something you can actually understand and use. Okay, and now for a really important public service announcement from Microsoft. The older NSG flow logs, well, they're being retired. So if you're using them, you've got to start planning your migration to the newer, much more capable virtual network flow logs. After September 2027, the old ones are just gone. So getting ahead of this is absolutely key. And this is really where the magic happens, because raw flow logs are just text, a wall of it. But traffic analytics processes all that data and turns it into these rich, interactive visuals. It can instantly show you your chattiest applications, or if you've got traffic going to sketchy IP addresses, or how much data your databases are syncing. It literally transforms a mountain of data into actionable intelligence. So, after all that, why does this matter? We've gone over the surveillance, the forensics, the evidence, so what's the final verdict on Azure Network Watcher? Let's nail down the key takeaways. First, it's on by default. It's already there waiting for you. Second, it covers those three critical pillars: monitoring, diagnostics, and traffic analysis. Third, it should be your absolute first stop for any network issue in Azure. And finally, remember, it's not just for troubleshooting. It's fundamental for maintaining good network health and security day in and day out.
And of course, every tool has its limits. It's just good to know that Network Watcher has some service quotas for each region and subscription. For example, you can have up to 100 connection monitors running in a region. Now, this isn't something that's going to affect most people's day-to-day work, but it's definitely crucial info to have in your back pocket when you're planning really large-scale deployments. And that really brings us to the final, and I think most important question. You can't fix what you can't see. It's as simple as that. A network you can't see is a network you can't secure and you can't repair. With a tool like Network Watcher, there's zero reason for your cloud environment to be a total black box. So the only question left is, are you using the light it provides?